Yo, what's up guys? So the listening event for The Party Never Ends just concluded, and we were left with a lot of new information and a lot of unanswered questions. So in this video, we're gonna go over everything that happened at that listening event last night. And yeah, I appreciate everyone that's been subscribing, that means the world to me. And we're almost at 50 subs, so that's like such a W. But yeah, let's get into all this information because there's so much information to unpack, and I'm so hyped for this album. And so let's first go over the number of songs on this album. I've had a few sources saying 17 to 18, and some were saying 20 plus, but I would just go with the 17 to 18 for now because those are the songs that we know are confirmed to be on the album. And for the intro, we got In the Dark, and people are saying that the beat got changed, which is not bad to the people that were there. And for the next song, we have Misfits, and so this song is unheard, but we know it's called Misfits because Bibby has been talking about it for the past year, and I guess Misfits is in the hook. And after that, we have our favorite song, All Girls Are the Same Too, which, had mixed opinions and honestly didn't need a Nicki Minaj verse, but that's a whole different story. And then we have Victorious, which I guess is being called Cuffed, which is track 3. And then we have an absolute banger, KTM Drip. That's one of my favorite leaks, so I'm so hyped that's on there, even though I wish there were more unheards. And then we have an unheard, speaking of unheards, Love Letter, which is after that. And then we have Condone It, which is an absolute banger, so hyped they're releasing that. And then we have an interlude with Kid Laroi. And as far as for the interludes, I've been hearing that the transitions for the interludes will be pretty smooth, and I guess like those seamless transitions in the album, so that's gonna be pretty fire. And then we have Adore You, which is an absolute banger. And then we have Pills in the Regal, which I guess is being called Party by Myself. That's gonna be so fire. And then we have another feature, Juice WRLD and Offset, which I guess isn't bad, and it's also going to be produced by Metro Boomin, so that might actually be fire. And then we have Empty Out Your Pockets, which wasn't played at the event. And then we have the song Barbarian, which is an absolute banger, but I guess it's going to be called Vandal. And then we have Jeffrey. Jeffrey is a banger, so I'm so hyped it's actually dropping. And then we have Range, which was an absolute banger in my opinion. The beat, everything goes crazy, but the leak was pretty empty, and there was a lot of like empty space on the leak. So it's gonna be nice that it's structured a lot better and a lot more differently than the leak. Oh, and G Herbo is not gonna be on that song, so that's gonna be really interesting to hear. And then we have Best Friends with Miley Cyrus, which is unheard, and I just hope Miley Cyrus does not fumble this. And then we have Floor It, which is an absolute banger. I'm so hyped for getting that. And then we have an unheard with Juice and Perps. By Perps, I'm assuming the producer Perps, and I hope it's not him actually on the beat itself. And then we have Spend It All, which is actually fire. So, and on top of that, they played 6 unheard songs at the event, and people were naming some of them, which were Misfits, Love Letter, Empty Out Your Pockets, and there'll be a bunch of interludes. And so the intro on the album is an interlude with Juice and his DJ on stage speaking, and it transitions to a song with a fire guitar beat. So that should be pretty cool. I'm guessing it might be DJ Scheme, I'm not sure. And there's an interlude with the Kid Laroi, as we talked above, and it's gonna be him talking about Juice WRLD, so it's a dedicated song to Juice, which is fire, shout out to Kid Laroi. And I guess the cover is gonna be different too. It's gonna have Juice's forearm tattoos, which are actually fire, and it's gonna have a bunch of people in it, so it's not gonna be that, like, I don't know, that bland, just The Party Never Ends, that cursed that cursed cover we've been seeing this whole like past 3 years. And unfortunately there weren't any big grails at the event, so no Never Switch, no Champagne, no Toxic Humans, which is kind of a bummer, but hey, I'll take these songs. I really don't even care at this point. People are saying 18 songs were played, but that means that it's going to be a 20 song or 20 plus song album, which I don't know if that's actually going to be true. I feel like they might just release these songs for now. And then I've also been hearing about a Grade A album in December, so there could be a lot of Juice WRLD songs that could be on that Grade A album, so stay tuned for that. And I hope he's not talking about The Party Never Ends, because that'd be crazy. And I guess Juice WRLD has abs on the album cover, which is, I guess, the biggest news yet, which the artist had to go crazy on that, man. We know he didn't have abs, so that'll be pretty funny to see. And then All Life Long is not on the album, but the last song is fire, and it's a beautiful outro. Okay, that's cool. I'll take everyone's word for it, honestly. I'm just hyped to get the album at this point. And then KTM Drip is uncensored, which is fire, and no Travis Scott. I guess that's cool. I wouldn't even be too mad with the Travis Scott feature. I'll take that over the Miley Cyrus feature, honestly, but hey. And on top of that, so we know the album is dropping on the 29th, and on top of all that information, we have a new documentary that's going to be dropping, so that's going to be so hyped. And then Oxy, the beat, I guess, was changed, and Waves and Check with Young Thug are dropping, but not on the album. So that's going to be really interesting to hear. And there's no Renzel or designer, so which everyone's been saying Renzel should be on the album, but I'm kind of glad it's not on the album in a way, because I want more Unheard, so that'll be pretty cool. But I guess nothing is officially confirmed, and we're just working with what we got from the listening event. So, you know, people don't overreact yet. That's what people are saying. And also, P himself said in the group chat, some songs on the album we just can't play yet. So I guess they're not finished with the whole album, which that kind of sucks. And I'm assuming it could be the features. You know, sometimes it takes a while to get a feature cleared or for the artist to finish the feature. So that's going to be really interesting to see how that plays out. So I hope it's Never Switch. And also, the cover will be by Takashi Murakami, which, you know, he's an amazing artist, so that'll be pretty fire. And yeah, that's pretty much it, you know. So I hope you enjoyed this recap. I try to make it as short as possible instead of trying to just drag it out too long. But yeah, I really appreciate all the support you guys have been showing me. And yeah, see you on the next one. Peace.